today we're going to be talking about arterial sclerosis and how to reduce this major cause of death. So what is it? Well, arterial sclerosis is sclerosis of the arterial walls. In other words, it's coronary artery disease, and it is the hardening of the arteries. Now, this coronary artery disease is a stage of arterial sclerosis involving fatty deposits inside the arterial walls, thus narrowing them to limit and eventually stop blood flow. What is the major cause? Well, we know that poor diet contributes to this. Diet high in fatty foods and fast foods, and consumption of foods that you are sensitive to and your body may not break down properly. You might want to visit our video on food sensitivities. Now, stress can greatly contribute to this condition as well. Lack of exercise can also contribute to this, and the state of mind that you are in when you consume your food is very interesting. And this is what we're going to be focusing on today, because here at AZ Self-Healing we talk at great length about the energy and how energy patterns dictate your biology. So, let's go into the study. There have been many studies on this condition, and we know that diet is primarily to blame. Since the early 70s, the medical community has been aware of this condition. So why is it so prevalent today? Why are they treating this condition with drugs? Why have we not reduced the death toll? Well, because in America we eat for flavor and not for health. Now, this one specific study we're going to talk about today is the rabbit study. 3 groups of young rabbits were placed in a controlled environment so that all stimulation was equal. 3 identical rooms, 50 rabbits in cages in each room. They were all fed the same exact foods, all high in cholesterol. There was only one difference from each group. In group 1, a subject entered the room and fed the rabbits twice per day. Nothing else took place. They entered the room, they fed the rabbits, and they left quietly. Group 2. A subject entered the room, spoke to the rabbits in a calm, loving voice. While feeding the rabbits twice per day, they told them, "I love you, I love you." Nothing else took place. And group 3, a subject entered the room, removed each rabbit from the cage. Prior to feeding the rabbits twice per day, they were stroked with a loving touch 4 times and told how much they loved them while they touched them. Then they were placed back in the cage. Are you ready for the results? At the end of the study, the rabbits were tested for the level of cholesterol in their blood, and each group was in fact different. Group 1, remember they were just fed, had over 78% arterial sclerosis. Group 2, they were fed and spoken to with a loving voice, had 54%. And group 3, the rabbits that were removed from the cage, touched lovingly and told how much they were loved, had 21%. So, what's the takeaway? Very clearly, the mental state that you are in has an effect on how your body processes food. Think about this. This is primarily about cellular energy, and this is what we teach at AZ Self-Healing. Okay? All of our curriculum is focused on the spiritual will and the ability for our mind to control our biology. This study is a clear indicator that the state we are in will actually change the way our body will digest the food. And our curriculum will show you this, how we're all connected to the divine field when you pay attention. These fields have a direct effect on the way your immune system works. Here at azWHOLEistic, our self-healing curriculum will teach you everything you need to know in order to keep your immune system functioning optimally. It is not just about nutrients and CBD. This is just part of the equation. In fact, the thoughts and emotions you hold in mind have a direct influence on your health. The spiritual will is the battery that controls your entire biology, and we will show you exactly how this influence can reduce your pain and your anxiety forever.